Yo, what's up guys, Prince Charming. We are checking out The Odd One Out, my traumatizing haunted house experience. I'm gonna go ahead and say that I am not a horror genre scary, person at all. Like, I do not care for that at all. I don't watch scary movies, I don't watch things like Insidious, Paranormal Activity. I don't watch those, even though they're probably not as scary to some of y'all. I just don't watch it. I don't see what people gain the pleasure out of being scared for. Why is that pleasurable to y'all? Like, I don't like getting scared. It's not like that I hate it. Don't get me wrong, I like a good jump scare in a video game, but a constant just feeling of horror? Why would you want that? So that is why, me personally, I would never go to a haunted house. I've been to one like when I was a real young kid, and that was like Six Flags Fright Fest. So really, it wasn't even that bad because you're a kid, and like to an extent, when they know that you're really scared, they stop messing with you because they don't want to make you cry or whatnot. They're not that bad. But even to this day, you will not see me in a horror movie or haunted house, anything that has related to do with scary or being scared. I'm gonna be gone. But don't forget to hit me with a like on this video, subscribe, and turn your post notifications on so you never miss a post. Comment your favorite scary movie or scary film, thriller, horror, whatnot. Like I said, I don't watch that at all, but the one thriller, and this is not scary, at all. It's a thriller. It's Prisoners with the Wolverine or Hugh Jackman. So go ahead and give that a watch. It's a good thriller. But enough of me talking. Let's go ahead and check out The Odd One Out, my traumatizing haunted house experience. Hope you guys enjoyed the video.
I wanted to make this video about 6 months ago, but then I thought, no, I'll save it for Halloween because of theming or whatever. I don't know. Shut up, I don't have to explain myself. I'm excited to tell you this story. Wow! So, haunted houses. I think haunted houses, they're fine, but I don't want to brag or anything, but since the age of 16, I've never been in a haunted house that I was scared of.
Oh, wow.
All the haunted houses I've been
in
were
you,
free
big
and
man.
didn't have me sign a waiver, and when I was little, sure, I was terrified of haunted houses. It's just, I don't know, I think I kept telling myself that none of it was real, and then when I grew up, I just always knew that none of it was real. When you can see the severed hand is made of plastic, all the tension you previously had is kinda lost.
Okay,
and
you're
sure,
right, you're
I
right.
still get startled at the jump scares, but since they don't stab you or anything, it's always awkward afterwards. Hello?
Bye, get out my face!
I'm just gonna walk this way now. Or maybe I don't get scared because I don't feel emotions anymore, who knows? But there's one haunted house experience during my senior year of high school that I will never forget.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I do agree with him that once you realize that something isn't real or that the haunted house is not real, it's just a bunch of theatrical tricks, it's not scary anymore. I just don't like the jump scares. I don't like that half second, 2 second of anxiety that I feel, bro. It doesn't feel good on my heart. I don't have a good enough heart to deal with that. Bro, y'all gonna give me a heart attack trying to scare me. Bro, get out of here. I don't even want to be at your haunted house. The only reason why I came because it was free, because it gave me a flyer. That's the only reason why.
Because it was probably one of the most traumatizing things I've ever seen. I haven't seen that many traumatizing things. And also, I won't forget it because I'm about to immortalize the experience by making a YouTube video about it. Alright, my senior year, I was part of my school's drama club. I was a theater kid. And the clubs at the school got to help do some of the activities for the school's fair. The whole school is putting on a fair, probably to raise money or something. It seems that schools are always in need of some extra cash. Have you ever noticed that? So the football team got to do the dunk tank, the band kids, like, face painted or something, I don't remember, it's not important. And the theater kids, since the fair is in October and that's Halloween's month, we gotta put on a haunted house. Cool. The drama club was separated into groups.
That should be cool.
Each be a scary part in the haunted house. And we gotta make the haunted house inside the school. So we had a lot of area to work with, and there was a lot of space in between each scary thing. My group, what we did is we dressed up as vampires, but scary vampires, and we sat at this dinner table and we decorated it with fake organs, goblets filled with blood, red Kool-Aid, and we had this freshman girl that was laying on top of the table.
Freshman girls?
Organs coming out of her, to make it look like we were eating her because vampires eat people. Okay, saying that out loud, I realize that doesn't make any sense. Why would a group of vampires be eating someone? They don't do that. We put a yellow shade over the light above for a good spoopy atmosphere. We had a smoke machine, some ambient Halloween music playing.
Do you even vape, bro? You see, I miss these kind of days where you actually go to school and then you go as a group, after school activities, and you all come together to set up the school, to design the school, to change its appearance for whatever theme you have going on. We had something called Hog Week, and our Hog Week was when we chose a kid. I don't know if it was a random kid, but we chose a kid from the Make-A-Wish Foundation. And essentially, we put on an entire week of pep rallies, after school events or whatnot to raise money to send this kid to Disney World or wherever they wanted to go. So like for an entire week, it was nothing but pep rallies, activities. There was no schoolwork to be done. Like teachers did not assign any schoolwork during Hog Week because they already knew we was going to be lit 24/7 every day. Why did I say every day if 24/7 literally means every second of every day?
Our group was pretty legit. Whenever a group of people walked by, we would just silently stare at them.
Good
and
evening.
the freshman on the table would scream at the top of her lungs. She was really good at screaming, by the way. And since we had so much space in between each of the scary parts, when they walked past us, we would get up and chase them. Yeah, it was fun. Okay, so you have to understand that theater kids are very loud, extroverted people. I need to tell you about this one kid who was in my vampire group.
I know all about theater kids.
Him Balake. Yeah, Balake. Balake and I were both part of the school's improv
You got
clubs.
a Homer Simpson beard in high school.
Except Balake was just out there. He was loud. It seemed he was just always screaming. I didn't have any classes with him, but he was obviously the high self-esteem class clown kind of kid. So Balake, being the loud and more popular kid, he got to sit at the head of our table. We had done the haunted house for about 2 hours at this point. And I want you to think what it's like to go inside a haunted house. Just going in for 5 minutes, that will already make me feel uncomfortable and sweaty. All the strobe lights, the smoke, and the freshman over here who had to be constantly screaming bloody murder. Again, you did a good job, freshman. And we were supposed to get a break sometime in the middle, but since the haunted house was so popular, we didn't get one break. So I'm a little loopy after doing all this for so long, right? I was totally not ready for what was about to happen. This group of people walk in and we do our normal thing. We get up and we chase them, but Balake got very physical with this one little boy.
Okay, we all know a Balake. Like, we all know a Balake. My Balake was a guy named, I'm gonna call him Brandon. That's not his real name, but I'm gonna call him Brandon. Man, this guy just did not know boundaries. He would literally walk up to you and hug you, be like, hey friend, and I just joined the class that day. I don't know you. I'm not your friend, my dude. Bro, theater kids are so extroverted. It's so bizarre, dude. Like, if you go to a theater class, they are just so weird with it. I don't even know how to explain it. Just go to a theater class and you'll know exactly what I mean.
Like, he kind of shook him up a bit. And I didn't see exactly what happened, but apparently this little boy was holding a fish in a plastic baggie. You know those little tiny fish that are actually supposed to be used as food for bigger fish that you can win as prizes in fairs, and 99% of the time the fish die within 2 weeks because you don't have the right aquarium equipment? So you just put them in water and watch them slowly die?
Aww.
You know those fish? I didn't think people were allowed to bring their new pet fish into the haunted house, but I guess he smuggled it in or something. I didn't see the kid drop the fish. Maybe Balake slapped it out of his hands. I just heard a scream and I saw a fish flopping around in a puddle on the floor. Fish look like they're in so much pain when they're out of water.
Oh no.
I don't flail around uncontrollably when I go swimming. Like, calm down, fish. I'm silently panicking because the fish looks like he's going to die in 3 seconds if we don't do something. I start thinking of places we can put the fish. The toilet. But Balake, without saying anything, just
puts it in his mouth,
bent down, cupped the tiny fish in his hands. He ran back to the table, he put the fish in an empty goblet, and then he poured red Kool-Aid into the cup. Nah, I'm just kidding. He got a water bottle from under the table.
Good.
He gave us water bottles, and the fish was fine, ladies and gentlemen. It all happened so fast, and thanks to Balake's quick thinking, he saved this little kid's fish. The kid was still a couple of feet down the hall. Balake took the goblet in his hands, he walked it over to the kid, he reached out his hand to give the kid his fish.
And the kid hit him.
And then he just chugged the drink! Balake! He drank the fish! And this little kid let out the most blood-curdling scream. It sounded like this kid just watched his pet get swallowed by a complete stranger.
No way! Please, James, please tell me you're kidding. Like, I'm going to resume this video. Please tell me you're kidding. This guy actually had a fish from a little boy and then drank it right in front of him. That is savage on a different level. Good Lord, what is wrong with you, Balake? You see, the Brandon that I know, he didn't even go this far as a Balake. Balake is on a different level. Brandon would probably just touch on you and like do all this weird stuff. He would not drink your fish in front of you. That, oh my goodness.
It was honestly the loudest scream I heard that night. I bet the next group of people behind these guys were thinking, oh man, whatever's next must be really scary.
Did he really do
that kid to scream like that. The kid started trying to attack Balake, and I'm sure if he had the correct tools, he would have murdered him. Balake eventually spat out the fish. He didn't swallow it, thankfully. He just kept it swimming in his mouth.
Ew!
When you're working in a haunted house, you have to scare people any way you can. I was just a bystander, and I still wake up in a cold sweat thinking about it. Turns out this kid was actually Balake's little brother, so at least he didn't do this to a complete stranger. And you really gotta appreciate what lengths older brothers go through to torment the little brother. Balake's little brother, you might be watching, but I was there, dude. I know what pain you go through. I have an older brother too. I know what it's like to be Luigi. I mean, he never swallowed
Luigi's better than Mario.
Just steal my food. Come on. He also never let me win in Super Smash Bros. Anytime I was about to win, he would turn off the Nintendo. But I mean, I'm fine. Look how I turned out.
That was it for that video, guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. Oh my gosh, I really thought this dude Balake drank a fish right in front of a kid. That would have been That is twisted on a different level. You would have had me like a therapist if I would have saw that. I would have. Man, white people just be doing the most wildest things, bro. Y'all crazy. I love y'all, bro. White people just do crazy things, and you gotta love it. But yeah, after that, it seems like I'm still not going to a haunted house. I don't care how funny it is, how entertaining it is. No, Prince does not do haunted houses now, ever, forever, anytime, never. But don't forget to hit me with a like, subscribe, and comment on this video if you want to reply from yours truly, Prince Charming. My name is Prince Ohakam. Stay charming, my friends.